What's good, y'all? It's Talk My Ish podcast. You feel me? Your boy NT and I got over here
Special guest,
special guest
Kels,
Kels.
former known as Kelsey.
Yep, in the building. Now to update y'all, my co-host Absolute is taking a hiatus at this point, so we will be putting out content with guests for the time being until he gets back into this ring of power. Except not ring of power because that sucked. But anyway, so how you been though, bro? What's going on?
I'm cooling, man. I'm gonna be honest with you though. I said this off camera.
Mm-hmm.
I'm nervous.
Are you nervous?
Not the camera
You
on.
gotta shake a little bit.
And listen, I'm gonna go ahead and try to shake that off, and
Okay.
we're gonna go ahead and proceed as scheduled.
As scheduled, for
Let's
sure,
get it.
for sure. So I hope that all is well, and it sounds like it is, except for the nervousness.
Always, man. Always. I'm gonna try to go ahead and shake that off. I'm pretty sure though, as we keep going, we're gonna be good.
What we gonna do? We gotta pop the
Yeah.
podcast cherry. Pause, no homo.
I know for real. Though. Like, I ain't never had to talk in front of no camera, so we're gonna go ahead and let's see how that go.
For sure,
We're gonna
for
see how that
sure.
go.
Well, we are not going to talk about topics officially in terms of articles. We're going to talk about some shit that y'all need to hear and probably want to hear. This is some shit from the soul. So, without further ado, I'm going to pass it to you, my boy. What, in your opinion, is the price of success, and how do you deal with the issues that come with that success?
You said the price for it?
Price. Of
The
success.
price, you know what? I definitely believe. I'm not gonna say it's limits. I definitely believe that you should have some kind of moral code for what you will and won't do, because it depends on the type of success that you're looking for. That can go many ways for you. But what I will say, the price, you gotta be willing to put that OT in. You gotta be willing to be that. I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna do it because I'm looking at big picture. You gotta be that type of person. Whatever work field you in, it don't matter what it is. Me myself, I'm a truck driver.
Okay, cool.
I hate that job. I'm gonna be honest. I hate it. Money's straight. Money's good.
Money's
I
good.
can't lie.
Mhm.
It depends on what avenue you choose.
Mhm.
In my case, I get paid based off of what I do.
Okay.
Sometimes I gotta put that OT in because I'm looking at, hey, what I want to do.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. I don't want to be no slave. So it depends on what you're willing to do and what you won't do.
Mm.
So I would say that's pretty much your price. Is how much it means to you for you not to be doing it no more. But you gotta have a plan.
Okay.
Everything you do gotta have a plan to it.
Everything.
Strategic, gotta be thought through.
For sure, for
So-
sure. So to piggyback off of what you said,
Mm-hmm.
I would wholeheartedly agree. I think really when it comes down to jobs and employment, finance, building wealth and whatnot, you have to have these different plans. And that's
Mhm.
going to tie into a question I have for you later. But that notwithstanding, I 100% feel what you're saying. You don't want to be there, but you're putting in that time, you're putting in that overtime, that sweat equity to get that thing done. And it's a difficult thing to do. It's easier said than done, but you have to do it if you want to get that outcome.
For sure.
And even I had to learn that with this podcast, with other things that I'm doing. You got to put in the work, or you're not going to get it out. And
I'm not gonna cop to you.
go ahead.
Y'all are prime examples. You and your brother. Bro.
Oh, man.
I kid you not.
Blessing. Thank
From the last studio we was in, watching y'all do what y'all did to that spot, to y'all coming here. This looked like a bachelor pad. I'm not gonna lie. Like y'all put in serious OT. Like, and y'all real. Like y'all for real about the stuff that y'all do. Cold with the music. Cold and other things also. Whatever other like business ventures that you guys choose to do, I know for a fact y'all gonna go all in based off of what I've seen. Y'all real nice with what y'all do. Whatever the price was for y'all to, do what y'all do, y'all gonna do it. Y'all do it right now. So that's the way I see it. Y'all, I commend y'all for that. For real, I give y'all a
Appreciate you,
hand, bro. I'm
appreciate
not gonna
you.
lie to you. That's really dope.
Appreciate
And like
it.
for me being young, he young too. But
Yeah.
to even just like see that, I would think anyone in my position who's like observant, who sees that stuff, would be like, hey, I wanna aspire to be like that. I wanna aspire to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what y'all do to get to it, but hey, whatever it is, I'm gonna figure something out for myself, and I'm gonna make sure I make stuff happen. Y'all really into what y'all do, and y'all make it happen. I like that.
Appreciate it,
For real.
appreciate it.
I
And I
like
got to give credit to the cameraman because he's the main driver behind it. You feel
Yeah.
me? He's definitely doing his thing with this. I at first didn't want to be involved with this stuff, but he
Mhm.
kind of pulled me into it a little bit, and other people like yourself and whatnot. And I think that's what we really need is people around us, a brain trust as they call it,
Yeah.
to come together, a think tank, and be like, yo, this is the group plan, or we have individual plans that just so happen to come together at some point so we can work together to a certain goal, a certain mission.
Like
And I think that's what a lot of people are missing. They don't have that group to lean on.
Mhm.
They don't have that support network,
Mhm.
and so they can't succeed. Like I'm watching on the screen, Peaky Blinders, for example. With the Peaky Blinders story, it's about a group of brothers that set up a business and try to transition, from the criminal environment
Mm.
to a legitimate business, and they have to maintain their empire because they're not liked, they're feared, they're hated, they got a lot of enemies. Without that brotherhood that they had, they couldn't do it.
Mm.
And later in the season, spoilers, some of the brothers die
Mhm.
or move away and whatnot. So that visibly shows on the eldest brother or one of the leaders that he needs that system to help him make things work and whatnot. So I definitely think what you said is facts.
Oh yeah, like-minded circle. That's
Exactly.
definitely something that I feel everyone needs. I understand like most people feel like I don't need nobody. I can do it on my own. Believe it or not, the way the world works is connections.
Yeah.
You might not have your LLC. You may not know even. Hey, I don't even know where to start.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what, I know somebody who got their LLC, who also trying to do the business venture that you went to, and/or who does do the business venture that you trying to get into.
Yeah.
I can go ahead and get you tapped in with this person. Oh, that's hey, cool. Appreciate that. You trying to do this? Hey, I'm gonna show you the ropes. I'm gonna show you how I got to where I am, and I'm gonna show you how to show other people how to get to where they want to be. And
Exactly.
that's the way this world works. It don't matter about well, yo, how much time you put into something that definitely matter, but at the end of the day, connections get you further.
Mm.
So building relationships, building a strong circle, like-minded people, and/or you want to be a people like that's further than you are.
Yeah.
If you stay with a low group, you're gonna sit there with the low life.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna idolize you, and you gonna I made it. Nah, that's stagnant. You don't want
Yeah.
that.
Exactly.
You want to continue to level up. You want to continue to build and be better. It's always improvement for growth.
Yeah.
And I feel like once people get that concept, connections, a well formed circle, people that you can really mess with, people that you trust, I feel like you go far.
That's
That's just my
100.
opinion.
That's 100.
Yeah.
That's facts. But piggybacking off of that, I have to ask you another question.
Mm-hmm.
What are your short-term goals? What are some of them, and why? Before I start stuttering, twitching, shaking.
Short term goals.
Uh,
Yeah.
if you want to divulge it, you ain't gotta.
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like most of the time, I live life. I'm gonna say in a moment, but
Mm.
I'm always playing chess with myself. I'm always 10 steps ahead.
Mm.
So right now, my main goal, real estate. Like I got my LLC for it,
Yeah.
right? So my next thing for me, purchase property.
Mm.
So that's my next step, and I'm very close, as
For
I
sure.
might add. By
For
the end of
sure.
next year,
Hey,
well,
nah, hold on. We got to give it up.
appreciate that.
We gotta
Appreciate
give it
that,
up.
man.
For
Appreciate
sure.
that. Like for real, like I can see it for myself, and that's manifestation. That's one of the biggest things. If you can see yourself doing it, you can get far,
Mm.
for real. So I see that for myself, and I already see it coming into fruition. So with me taking the steps and doing all the stuff that I'm doing, I'm not gonna cap to you, bro. That's the only like main goal that I'm really looking at. So I can't really say I got a short term goal. It's just like, live life, man. Be free, have fun. Don't stress over small things. You know, just let stuff go. I would say, but focus on my
Okay.
main goal. That's the only thing.
For sure.
Yeah.
To touch on the real estate aspect,
hmm
could you break down just a glimpse of how that works or how LLCs work for the audience, if you mind?
Okay, so from my small knowledge that I have,
Mm-hmm.
so my reason for getting my LLC, I'm gonna start with that. You want an LLC because if you do anything tied to your personal self, like to your personal credit, let's say if I purchase a building and it falls through,
Mm-hmm.
now they can attack me for pretty much everything I have. Probably if I got a house, take that. If I got a car, take that. So pretty much you're starting from nothing, zero.
Yeah.
Most lenders won't lend to a LLC for that reason because they can't attack the person.
Mm.
If you got your LLC, all right, cool, you got this building, it fell through, so pretty much you left with zero with your LLC, and it's nothing to get another one. You mess up with this one, you just rebrand another one. You learn from that mistake, and then you continue to grow from there. So that's really my main focus for the LLC. I'm not gonna lie to you, and also like tax write-offs and stuff like
Of
that.
course,
You
of
ain't got to
course.
pay taxes. That's another trick.
Yeah.
But I'm not too knowledgeable on that. But from what I can give, what he said, C corp, you got the LLC. The C corp run the LLC, and then you get a trust fund. The trust fund runs pretty much everything. So whatever money you obtain from your LLC, you switch that on to your C corp, and I think your C corp gives it to your trust fund. Trust fund is pretty much a donation. Donation don't get taxed for anything. So pretty much, if you throw all of your money into a donation, you can't be taxed for anything.
And you could pay yourself.
And you pay yourself
off of it.
Exactly. You own all of those, and you pay yourself. Or let's say if I bought a building. So the building out. Let's say I sold the building. If I sold the building for $500,000, that building I sold for $500,000. To make sure I'm not taxed on that money that I just made, I would have to then purchase a building that's the same equivalence to that price. That's another way you don't get taxed for stuff. So taxes, like it's a lot of ways around stuff like this. When knowledge is out here, all we got to do is read it. A lot of stuff is in books. Like, this stuff is not hidden. They say the one thing that you can do to hide anything from a black person is put it in a book.
Yeah.
What's one thing black people won't do? We won't read.
Yeah.
We won't take the time to educate ourselves, to be honest. And it's sad to say, but it's true. I'm not gonna say it cap. I was one of them.
Hey.
When you out here in the real world, though, it's like, do you really want to be working for somebody who hate their job too? Do you want to wake up every day and you hate your job, you hate your life? People at McDonald's hate what they do.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Flipping
that's
burgers.
That's how you get the trash, the trash customer service. Can I help you? Hey, that make me pull off. Only eat fast food. If you go to a restaurant, what y'all want?
Yeah, exactly.
Nah.
Like,
hey, come on, we out.
Yep.
Like, come on.
Bad Yelp.
You hate what you do?
Zero
Figure
stars.
something else out, for real.
Exactly.
Figure something else out. There's a lot of stuff out here. You ain't got to sit there and you ain't got to break your mind about it. Everything fall into place. Just wake up every day. Hey, I'm going to figure out what it is. I just don't know right now, and that's okay. I'm going to figure out what it is.
Yeah.
I don't like this, so I'm not going to do it, though. Do something else for the time
sure.
being. Do anything else. It's a lot of things out here to do.
That makes sense. That makes sense 100% because motherfuckers, curse, people will spend 90% of their time worrying about future events, the unknown, whatnot. And like you said, I think there's a freedom in living from moment to moment with an intelligence behind it.
Exactly.
So you do plan long term, but you're spontaneous enough to make course corrections. And I think that's something that a lot of people really need to learn if they want to be successful. Because like you said, working a 9 to 5, doing that type of thing, that's for the birds, man. That is for poor bloods, poor people who want to stay stuck. Or it's a stepping stone for you to get to where you need to be.
Exactly.
You can make it either one. You want to stay stuck? Like there was a Burger King worker. He worked, his child did a fundraiser for him to get him a vacation. I forgot the whole story behind it. Y'all can check it out definitely on the internet. But he never took a day off, never was late, nothing, for 30 years working at Burger King. Sent his kids to college and all that off of Burger King. God bless him for that, but Burger King repaid his 30 years of service with like a Happy Meal, the equivalent to a Happy Meal. It's like, they don't care about you, bro. You care about you. Your loved ones care about you. Your circle cares about you. Make that work. Entrepreneurship is the way of the future for all people, but definitely black people.
For sure.
And definitely black men.
For sure.
All the brothers that we see are coming up with 6 figures, 7 figures, whatnot. They're doing entrepreneurship, which is what you're talking about, what we talk about on the podcast, all that type of stuff. It's really simple, but like you said, they don't want to put in that time, which requires reading. It informs you to look up stuff, to talk to people, network. People lazy. They're lazy.
For real. And also that goes, I would say somewhat your environment also, but I would then say you can't blame everything on your environment. Just looking at your environment, what type of person you want to be. You want to be that person that's stuck with them,
Yeah.
Or you want to be that person that's who you want to be. But if you're inspired to be like that, hey, ain't no shame in that. You got what you went to. You got what type of person you are. That's who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Can't nobody judge you for that.
Yeah.
You be proud of who you are. But if that's not
Exactly.
who you want to be, aspire to be different. Do something
Exactly.
different.
That's facts.
That's what I can say.
That's facts. Because not everybody's gonna be that top CEO. Somebody got to be the McDonald's burger flip.
And you know what though? And it's crazy you say that. I'm not gonna say who I talked to about that,
Mm-hmm.
but I told him I was like, hey, if you got this, you know how much money you can make. His response to me was, I don't need that. What am I gonna do with all that money?
It's like what?
You can invest it so you don't have to work another day in life, but he's okay with being a worker.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say, I'm not gonna say workers are needed, but in a sense it is. If you ain't got nobody to work at McDonald's ain't got no business.
Yeah.
Although we shouldn't be eating it anyway.
Exactly.
But that goes to show on what you said with the Burger King thing.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care about you because no one is gonna help you get to a higher level. If we lose you, we just lost another worker.
Yeah. Replace.
Now we gotta replace you.
Call somebody else, and there's a million people.
And they no telling who gonna take the job other than the high schoolers. But high schoolers now don't even want to work at McDonald's. Younger people waking up. Hey, I can make money off social media.
Exactly.
Make videos. Do
Yep.
TikToks.
We doing it right now.
Hey, dead serious.
There you go.
Dead serious.
Then invest into some real estate like you were talking about.
And hey, listen, that's the most lucrative thing that you're gonna do, and it's gonna be passive and it lasts forever. I'm gonna be honest. That's just something that I know of. That's for sure. If anybody else can tell me anything else, then cool. Cause I ain't knocking no other business ventures.
I know one.
Real estate and anything else.
Pushing P. Nah.
I'm weak.
Nah, don't do that. But nah, you get an OnlyFans girlfriend, and
Nah.
mooch off of her.
Nah. And you know what? I know so many men that's like that.
Mm-hmm.
They think that's cool. I'm sorry, but
It's
being a
not.
man, bro,
That's weak, bro.
for another man to sit here and say I get X amount of dollars from another female, that just shows me you have nothing higher for yourself.
Exactly.
You're okay with leeching off somebody else.
Yeah, mooch.
To me, I'm sorry, that's sad. That's my opinion. I don't want no flack for that though. That's just my opinion. I feel like I'm entitled to it.
Yeah.
Anybody else may think differently.
Exactly.
You think that's cool? Hey, more power to you. I ain't gonna knock you for it.
That's
Do your
what I'm
thing. But for me, nah, that ain't G to me.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry.
hot dog pimping. That's
Yeah,
flapjack.
I'm sorry, that's water.
Exactly, that's water.
That ain't it.
That ain't it,
That
bro.
ain't it.
That ain't it. For sure, man. But
That ain't it.
definitely, y'all check out some of the terms that we drop in LLC, limited liability corporation, things like that.
For
You
sure.
feel me? Check out some of the stuff if you want to be free. Now, you might want to be, you want to be like that, with an M tattoo on your head or something like that. That's on you, but
And it ain't it.
it ain't it,
It ain't that.
And another thing you can do is like, share, subscribe. Hit that button. But to piggyback off of that, I do have to ask you, long-term goals.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you see yourself in 5, 10, and 20 years? Kids, house, 3
Definitely
dogs.
Children.
Okay.
I want to build my own home, but I want to put my hands to work. That's something I want to do though.
Mm.
I want to do that. But the biggest thing, and I'm very adamant about this. Like this is a key thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
Freedom.
Mm.
Freedom that can go for whatever you want it to be. Mine is financially free. Freedom with your time. Freedom to do whatever you want with your family. A job, keep you until we don't care who you got at home waiting for you. Your kids don't see you.
Yeah.
I'll never forget my mother told me a story and she was like, I'll never forget, you told your father he was working for UPS at this time.
Mm.
He come in the house and I was like, dang, Dad, I ain't know you live here. He
Wow.
quit that job that next day.
Wow.
This is something I didn't even know until she told me. I ain't even know, to be honest with you.
Wow.
But that shows you kids pay attention to stuff like that.
They do.
Your freedom is everything, and definitely a stamp that you can give to them.
Exactly.
Hey, Dad, you've always been home. Why is that? Because I got businesses. I want to be free to show y'all what freedom is.
Yeah.
I'm not going to teach my kids to be a slave. They going to know what it's like to have to work for something because ain't nothing free.
Of course.
They going to know what it's like to have to get out here and get it. But you ain't going to know what slavery is.
Yeah.
You ain't going to never slave for $1.
No.
Never put $1 before your time because time is precious. You ain't going to get that back. $1 can be made.
Exactly.
Put your time and effort into something that you want, into something that you actually like doing. If you like sitting there flipping patties, if you like being culinary, that's cool. Do that.
Yeah.
Give you a hand. I commend that. Do
Exactly. Maximize it to the best of your ability.
And you make sure you promote your kids on whatever they want to do. Hey, I want to do such and such. Okay, cool. I tell you what, I'm gonna figure out, how to get you started, and then we're gonna get you started.
That's a key thing, and I think that contributes to why a lot of the people are not doing the entrepreneurship. They're lost because their parents did not raise them up into what they were supposed to be.
Exactly.
I'm a firm believer in what Honorable Elijah Muhammad said. 7 years is when a child really forms their purpose, and you could tell from the kid growing up, from a baby all the way up to that, what they're inclined to do. Like, for instance, you could have a child that, I don't know, he paints a lot, and he's in diapers painting stuff. Then he gets a little bit older. He wants painting supplies. That's a sign that you need to get that child into painting classes and help him cultivate that so he can go into his field and just walk into it. Like you said, you are the parent. That means you are the guardian of that child. You have to take care of them also in the long run. A lot of us were not prepared by our parents. Some of them didn't want to. Some of them didn't know no better. You know.
And you know what? I'm gonna say something, and it's so pivotal. My mom told me the other day. She say, when you are becoming a parent, there's no book to this. There's no guidelines. There's no how to. You have to now think for another person, care for another person, and take care of another person, while also still having your own life to deal with. We are all adults here. We know what adult life comes with.
Oh yeah.
Bills. If you ain't got the money, the hatred that you get outside your household, the issues that you have inside your household. We have so much stuff racked up on us. There's so much stress and there's so much BS in the world. But I feel like once we all wake up and once we all realize, don't none of that stuff really matter. If you got the people that's around that you love, that's what really matter. But I say that to say, I feel like a lot of parents should be given slack.
Okay.
Because you have an entire life to deal with. Can you picture yourself right now with a kid in this moment right now? You're not even ready, correct?
Hell no.
But you got a kid here and you have to take care of. So a lot of stuff that you thought you could do before, you can't do now.
Yeah.
You can't.
You can't.
You have this person right here.
And he needs diapers. He needs food.
He is in need, dire.
100% of the time.
He's relying on you to do.
Because if you neglect him, he's gonna grow up in a negative way somehow.
And conversation, like most of the time, conversations don't even be had like stuff like that. So I feel like a lot of parents should, take that in consideration, or children should take that in consideration. However your upbringing was, think about that. Like, stop and think. How was my mom's life? How was my father's life? You know what I mean?
Was he
so
miserable?
Like stuff like that, yeah.
Exactly. Did he hate that he had you type? Did she hate that she had you?
Was
these
ready?
things matter. Was they ready? A lot of people just, it feels good. Let's do it. And then they don't care about the consequence. You got a little happy surprise right here, giggling and whatnot. What are you going to do for him?
Listen, man, and a kid is a blessing.
It should
that child just might take you out of whatever struggle you had before. In most cases. Certain people see their child and like, damn, this is a mistake. Might jump ship, might stay with it, but now you hate life. You hate yourself. You hate the decision you made. But you can't. You got this person.
Yeah.
So now you walking around, you upset about the world. You already had a tough life. Now you got a child with it, making it even tougher.
And guess who sees that? The kid.
And who are they mimicking?
Yep. Why do you think we got all these ruffians running around doing what they doing out here?
But that's a product of your environment. I will say, you got to teach your kids to not be a follower. Hey, listen, I see it on the daily. Somebody who doesn't have a brain of their own. That's what I would say. Think for yourself.
Yeah.
Do you really want to be the person to follow the crowd? Or want to go against the crowd? I'm going to go against the crowd type person. That's me.
Yeah. Well, like we said, there can only be this many of them type of people.
True. Not everybody can be saved.
Yeah.
True.
Because sometimes you're the one that will save the other people based off of the things that you do. And the example you said, like say you have your real estate thing. You could have saved a family by owning that building from homelessness.
Exactly.
And that just elevated them just by you, but you're also making money from it. So it's a mutually beneficial thing.
Off of Section 8 right there.
There you go.
That's another thing right there. Section 8 right
But
there.
You got to watch that, though.
That's Section 8 right there.
Yeah. Putting them people up in there.
No,
sometimes.
but you know
Yeah.
what though? It's a myth to that though.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
With Section 8, Section 8 has to get approved for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they have you can't set up inspections.
Okay.
9 times out of 10, people with Section 8, those are gonna be those are gonna be your best tenants. If we get up out of here, where else we gonna go? It's gonna be tough trying to find somewhere to go.
Yeah.
Especially like if you in a good environment, and that's what most parents want. I want to get you from out west and put you over here in Naperville. That's what I want for you. I don't want you to grow up with them.
Yeah.
So with that Section 8, them be your best tenants because they want to make sure they keep their stuff top notch. It's gonna be top tip, and no, when you get your inspection, hey, it's clean up here. Oh yeah, because they don't want to go. It's for free.
Do a background check.
Hey, for real, the little money that they getting, hey, pay you $8, $10, government paying you, and you ain't gonna never not see a check.
Yeah.
You're gonna always get your money on time.
Yeah, you will. I'll tell you that.
And all the money that you get, let's say they stay in there for a year, it shouldn't be nothing in there that they mess up. That's worth that much money. Come on, what they gonna do? Put a hole on the floor?
Yeah, well, I saw the story where this dude let somebody in there and they put a hole through the wall.
But how much money he accumulated up off them being up in there, and also how much money did it cost to repair that? You can do that yourself.
That's a good point now.
9 times out of 10 is probably drywall. And even if it's not, you probably done accumulated a lot more than enough to pay for 10 walls up in there.
That's a good point.
That's when your inspection come into play. Hey, listen, I don't want to kick them out, but I definitely want you to go through. I want you to let them know how severe this is. Like, I can't have y'all tear up the property. So any more incidents, y'all out of there.
Yeah, good communication.
Communication, man. That's it.
Good communication. It don't have to always pop off. Some
Communication saves the nation.
Or your eyes twitching like mine.
That's it. Hey, for real.
For some reason.
For real.
I need help. Nah. So going back to the plan and whatnot. So your plan is to have real estate, have a family, correct?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Rental properties, I'm not looking to, buy, flip, or buy and sell. You might want to sell a property here and there, but I'm more so looking to buy to rent out. That's more so my thing. No homes though. I ain't trying to do no homes.
Okay, gotcha.
That's just that's not enough money to come in. It's not. But yeah, apartment buildings, units, sell. That's my thing.
For sure.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I like that.
That's my thing, man. That make money.
I like that for sure.
For real.
That's the plan. Shit, that's my plan. Not to divulge too much, cause I'm a little bit more secret now. I'm playing.
Hey, listen, man. Listen, it's a lot of property out here to go around.
Exactly.
There's a lot of land out here to build on. To go around.
And we got to take advantage because they are buying that up like crazy, for real.
Seriously.
And it ain't the skin folk doing it. The kin folk ain't doing this. Other people. So,
and a lot of people don't know, you can purchase land for $11 because don't nobody want the land. The person that had the land can't sell it because to them it's no good.
Yep.
It's a piece of property. Somebody had showed me they were selling it for $1, bro. But your tax on it is gonna be $11,000. But that's a tax write-off though. So you may not even have to pay the full $11,000, or you might have to pay a portion of it, and you can build up on it because it's yours. Of course, certain stuff got to be approved by the city. You can do whatever you want on your land though.
Yeah.
Get your approval, you could build on it. Make a Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Do anything.
Exactly.
Anything to service that's gonna bring you money coming in, bro.
Yeah, you can lease it to Chick-fil-A,
Hey,
and they'll build it.
Seriously,
Exactly.
they gonna pay you for the time being that they done.
Yep.
Ain't no telling when they gonna be. They can be 20 years.
Exactly.
They gonna pay you for 20 years.
And that's steady money.
That is, man.
Yeah.
That is great money. There's a lot of stuff out here to do. All we gotta do is find it. You got internet.
Exactly. No excuses, man. Shit.
Everything's out here to be found.
For real.
For real.
That's 100. But continuing with that, what strategies do you have for maintaining said wealth that you accumulated for your Chick-fil-A building? Come in, you got a noise violation. We got to hit you with this fine, that fine. How do you maintain that money that you're grinding to get for your family?
That stuff come out of fear. If you do anything out of fear, you are bound to fail, or you just won't do. But to maintain it, you got to have a strategy before going into it. You have to have a thought out process before going into anything. That's the best. That's the best thing I can give you. You can't mess up by being too thirsty. Hey, this $1. Oh, this would have cost me like some hundreds, some thousands. This is $1. Okay, but see what's around.
Yeah.
Location matters. You can't just put a Wendy's in the middle of nowhere. Who gonna come?
Exactly.
You can't just put property in the middle of nowhere. Who wants to live in the middle of nowhere?
Mm-hmm.
Everything it has to be thought out and strategically played.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the best thing I can say. That's the best thing I can say. But to maintain it, bro, it's really nothing. Yeah, I would say it's nothing. I was told it's
Mm-hmm.
easier to get in, harder to keep. But once you got it, if you go into it with, the right ideas and smart plan, it's well thought out, hey,
Yeah, and an open mind.
that for sure.
Because if you don't, you'll miss certain little things and knickknacks and tricks that you
You
can
can always learn out here, for sure.
Because as soon as you get the bag, especially as a brother, they are
Mhm.
trying to take the bag. Somebody.
You go buy the new Benz or you go spend it on clothes or jewelry. That got to be the dumbest stuff. You buying depreciating assets.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff has no value at the end of the day.
It doesn't.
And I want to say this:
Go ahead.
if you gone, don't none of that stuff matter.
It don't.
So do stuff that matter.
Look at the ancient Kemites. They had all that gold in the pyramids. You can't take that to the afterlife. You're dead.
You know what you can take with you though?
What?
The stuff that you give out to this world.
Memories.
You give out exactly
All that.
what you were taught. You now teach the others.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a problem we got too. Everybody is, what's the word I'm looking for? Selfish.
Yeah.
So, very. It's a me thing. White people, I will say the only thing that they can do that is good, no matter how much they hate one another, they can come together to a consensus and say, hey, I don't mess with you. You don't mess with me. But for the time being, we don't mess with them.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what's going to happen is we're going to have to put our resources and our brains together to get what we want. And they do just that. They can come to a rapport. We the only ones who can't do that. We the only ones that don't do it. And it's very sad.
Yeah.
We sold each other. Like we were selling one another.
Exactly.
Slave trade.
Exactly. That's what happened.
I seen The Woman King. Great movie. Go see it.
I'm against it. But go ahead.
Hey, fantastic movie. Fantastic movie. And it gave out some key elements.
Mm-hmm.
We are selfish for selfish gain.
Yeah.
You like to be rich. That's in your mind. That's in your mind.
Then you manifest it later.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you count yourself as valuable based off of the values that you have?
Yes, you should.
Your best value is your intellect, bro.
It's your intellect.
It's your mind. What you give out. Cars, clothes don't mean nothing.
It don't mean
It's
nothing.
nothing. It's materialistic. If I put a dent in a motherfucking car, I cuss. If you put a dent in the car, the value of that goes down.
Yeah.
It has no value. You
It
can't
does.
put a dent on knowledge.
Exactly. Hell, the money that we get is fiat. It's not backed by nothing. They're just printing it for whatever till it crashes.
But yet we in debt. How you
Exactly.
in debt when you print money?
Exactly. It's so crazy how this shit. I cussed again. It's so crazy how this works, bro. That's why family, tribe, whatever group you belong to, that's more important than all the material wealth.
Exactly.
That's a vehicle to get to where you want to be. The
Mhm.
material, like you said.
Exactly.
You pushing the bins around you bending the block with the bins and stuff. Okay, what happens 2 years later? Now they got a new Benz. Your Benz is old.
No, I want this being.
Now I want that one.
I will say that when it comes down to real estate, having like nice things like that does show a sense of seriousness, and that's definitely true. Like certain assets or certain values do have a certain appreciation to
Yeah,
them.
that's marketed, but it's for a purpose. It's
Exactly.
not just
It's not just to have it because I
Yeah.
want it because everybody else got it.
exactly,
Like, no, you need to have stuff for a purpose.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
That's all it
game.
is.
You see, we dropping jewels. That's why
Hey,
y'all
man.
hit the button, subscribe.
It's out here. It's out here.
It is. It is. It's ready and available. But like you said, people don't want to put in that work. They don't want to read it. Whatever.
All I can say is it's out here. It's there for everybody to maintain. You
Sure.
gotta want it.
Yeah. Just learn. Be humble.
How bad you want it?
Exactly. How bad do you want it? Learn from people. Like just talking to you, instead of approaching you how most black people would, you talking this positive, intelligent conversation, and then they come to you, oh, well, nigga, you think you know what you... That's, no.
That gets you nowhere.
It gets you nowhere, bro. Even with the white people, going around being on, black versus white. You have to know when to do something and when to not do something.
Mm-hmm.
You going around trying to browbeat them and make them feel what they call it, racially guilty or white guilt, that's not gonna get you the gems that they know.
And they ain't gonna feel it. They ain't gonna feel it.
They might look like they feel it, but
Everybody want to be black. Let's just say everybody wants to be us.
of
Let's
course,
just say that.
but nobody want to be us at the same time.
You don't want that problem when it really turns into an issue. You don't want that. You want to be pressed on that.
Yeah, you don't.
But everybody wants to be us. From our music to our culture, we are everything. We are their very existence. If we leave, do you know that we lead in buying all of their things, bro?
It'd be dry.
We lead in buying Benzes, BMWs, clothing, jewelry. We lead in that stuff. White people don't care about that. Any white person you see with money, may have a little Rolex, but it ain't buzzed down. Might have a couple of chains, but he ain't got all 13 of them on at once to flash it. That stuff don't matter to him. And a lot of white people say that amongst themselves. Why do I care? What they say, the richest people drive around in Hondas.
Exactly. They dress plain clothes.
River Forest. I just got done driving around Elmhurst, bro. Nice houses.
Nice.
You know what I see in their driveways? Toyota Camrys.
Exactly. $1 million houses, mind you. Or more. $100,000
no,
plus.
It's millions. No, them joints is millions.
Definitely.
Especially in that area. Them joints got to be millions.
They have to.
If not, got to be quarter and up. Got to be.
Got to be. $500,000 and up. Quarter and up.
You'll probably see a Porsche or a Audi. But 9 times out of 10, bro, you gonna see a Honda, you gonna see a Hyundai,
Exactly.
you gonna see a Chevy,
Yep.
you gonna see a Ford.
Yep. And he got a little decent, you dig. It might cost $1,000, but it's just one little dressed down plain joint.
That's cap.
Oh, go ahead.
He gonna have on them dollar shorts that you don't want to go get from Old Navy. That's what they do.
Yeah, that is what they do.
You gonna spend most of your money trying to make an appearance for people who either don't care or who don't matter. Who are you trying to look good for? Like the PPP loans. I never forget. I was talking to a girl. She say, "I know somebody got a PPP loan. This nigga still out the bus."
Exactly.
My man's is dripped down in Gucci to his socks.
But riding the bus.
And on a bus. Not how, okay, I got this money. How can I keep it? How can I invest it to keep it circulating? I don't want to go back to where I was.
Exactly.
I want to get out of where I am. I don't want to be on this bus. But that's our mindset, though. You ride around in the mongoose with Gucci on. How much sense does that make?
It don't. It's going to get ruined if you in the elements.
You on your sister bike.
Yep.
Talking about Fendi and Dior on your body.
Bro, I was looking at Balenci. I was looking at some of the jackets. Some of that stuff is not built for heterosexual people, especially men. I don't want to offend nobody because I know I can, but that stuff is not worth it. Some of that stuff is like $900 for a jacket with holes in it. Bruh, you paying for a brand. And niggas, black people, want to look like we're important and we're not broken, we're not slaves anymore and whatnot. So we'll go and get all the gold and all that. And on top of that, it's in our ancient culture too. We go back to Africa, black Native Americans. We was dripped out, but it was in a certain context. We owned the things we had. Yeah. We mined it. We fashioned it into a diamond ring or whatever. We don't own none of that stuff.
Mm-mm.
We just doing it for a slavery plantation mindset where we just want to stand out on some I'm the head Negro in charge type stuff.
And you know what, though? I feel like most of the stuff that they do, they get from us. I'm not going to lie.
Of course.
I feel like that, bro.
Of course.
I know it's true. Like,
of course.
Think about it this way. Before McDonald's and all that, everybody was growing their own food, right? It took for somebody with money to be like, I no longer want to grow my own food. I want to go buy it. I want somebody else to go grow what I don't want to do. Yeah, I'm going to go buy it. And now I'm going to make my neighbors feel like they ain't got it. So now you know what Lil Rachel finna go tell Billy Bob, right?
He said, Billy Bob.
Did you see Sharon? She doesn't grow her food anymore. Yeah, I no longer want to grow our food. I want us to go buy it from Tone that's down the street.
Exactly.
That is so slow. Yeah. I'm going to pay for what I can do. That is dumb.
It's dumb.
And then we follow that trend. Hey, look, you see everybody else doing it. Why can't I do it? Why? Be your own person.
Why? Be your own person. Like we used to have that farm game on lock, all the herbs and all that miracle cures and stuff. You know, throw a sock in the closet for 2 years, it turned into a gremlin. We got all that, and then it's just gone because we just gave it up.
And we so quick to welcome everyone in. I wish we didn't do stuff like
For
that.
real.
We are too forgiving, and we welcome everyone in on everything. Everybody wants to be us, bro, from music to everything.
Everything.
And we just give it away.
Power is exclusive, bro.
Man, we could take it back just like that.
Yep.
But we ain't got that to do it. You feel me?
We
We ain't got no standstill. We ain't standing on what you feel me? We ain't standing on that, and that's sad.
It is.
Very.
Because the ones who are trying to do that, we shame them. We attack them.
We make them sound like they crazy.
Exactly.
A lot of people spit knowledge and, oh yeah, that's not true.
Or he's a hotep, or he's crazy, or whatever. He's broke.
I think we had a conversation about this before. What was it, Kanye? Kanye, I don't want no flack for this. Keep going. Kanye said something very pivotal. It really struck something with me. He said slavery was a choice, and I want you to think about that.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to think about that. Truly, I want you to truly think about that inside.
Yeah.
Will you give someone your freedom? Will you let somebody tell you what you can and can't do? Will you let another man snatch you up off the street? Would you truly do that?
No.
Because he said he can?
Exactly.
We can do whatever we want. Oh, you got another thing coming.
Exactly.
Right now.
It's time to go.
I'm going to die before I go to jail. I'm going to die before I let somebody treat me like a slave.
Exactly.
I kid you not on that, and I stand on that.
Oh, God.
I told my family, listen, if anything ever happened to me when 12 pulled me over, just know, ain't nothing happened that I wasn't cool with.
Mm-hmm.
I am not going to let them take me, and I'll tell you that right now.
Oh,
I ain't
God.
going to let them take me.
Yep.
A lot of people, talk. When I tell you I'm a man of what I say, I stand on that.
Oh, yeah.
12 pulled me over not too long ago. I'll never forget. I was coming out of church.
Mm-hmm.
Standing on the corner, right? Talking to somebody coming out of church. I got on green pants, some decent looking shoes, a white shirt on. You feel me? The shirt was like a button up shirt. I looked like I just came.
Yeah, you
from
came
somewhere.
from church or something, yeah.
My man see me get to my car. He say, and I forgot to mention, he circled the block a couple times.
Ah, man.
So he tells me, hey, where you coming from? I say, where am I coming from? He said, yeah. Like you didn't just see me when I was standing on that corner talking to the lady, so you seen I just came out of church.
Mm-hmm.
You seen everybody over there.
Yeah.
But where am I coming from? I say, what do you want? He say, oh, it's a robbery over here. You fit the description. Oh, somebody gonna run away in these kind of shoes with some green pants on and a white shirt, and you gonna stand out. That's I fit that description. I said, am I in trouble? He said, nah, if you was in trouble, you'll be detained. I was like, nah, you ain't finna detain me. I guarantee you that. He said, you have a nice day. I say, F you. Get on.
Exactly. You ain't got to kiss their ass. You ain't got to do that. But be rational. You weren't,
You making sense.
Exactly.
Make sense on what you're saying.
You making sense and being collected so you can make a decision.
Very calm.
There you go.
You talk to him like he's slow. You ain't got to yell at him. Oh, y'all always do this to us. That gets you nowhere.
It gets you killed sometimes.
I give you another instance. I'm sitting in my car. I don't just get in my car and drive off. I let it heat up. It's cold outside.
Yeah.
4 o'clock in the morning. I got to get up, right?
Yeah.
12 come up. He flashed that what's name in my window. I got 10.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote down. I say, you good? He say, are you good? I say, you came over here messing with me.
Exactly.
So that's a dumb question. What do you want?
Yeah.
He said, oh, I seen your car on for some time, so I wanted to make sure you was cool. You seen my car on for some time, so you seen me get in the car then.
Exactly.
And if that's the case, I'll pull off when I'm good and ready.
Exactly.
He said, you have a nice day. F off.
Exactly. That's all you got to give him.
Bye.
Exactly.
And I made sure I pulled off, though, because I ain't want to come back. I ain't want that, though. I'm like, goodbye.
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 Keep it pushing.
But I ain't folding for nothing, bro. I stand on what I say.
Hell no.
I refuse to let 12 bother me.
Exactly.
I refuse.
I agree with what you said and what Kanye said, bro. It is a choice. If somebody can beat and sexually assault your wife and children, and you stand there and not do nothing about it, I don't know, man. I don't want to attack the ancestors, but some of them people was cowards.
They ain't have it.
Some of them ain't have it. They had the huevos, the cojones.
God knowing I tried.
Exactly. Where's the Nat Turner, the Denmark VC energy?
I tried.
You tried. And even with the business, it's the same energy, just applied differently.
I tried.
You tried.
I went for what I wanted to do, and I tried. this didn't work. Okay, maybe this isn't for me. What else may I want to do? And real estate cannot just not be for you. Not everything work out. You feel me? Not everything work out the
Yeah.
way it should. Everything is a lesson.
It's not failure, it's just defeat.
No such thing as failure. Everything is a lesson.
Exactly. Defeat is temporary. It's a lesson.
Everything is a lesson. That's it.
Even death ain't failure unless you died in a dumb way, you know.
Hey, listen, I probably shouldn't have jumped off this cliff with no parachute.
Exactly.
Okay, you got a point there.
Yeah, exactly.
But you knew what you was doing.
Yeah, you failed to live.
You knew what you was doing on that.
Yeah, you knew what you was doing. For sure. That's we got bro cracking up. The beat, man. Salute to Percy notes. But yeah, most definitely. To piggyback off of some of the audacity in certain people, what types of women will and won't you deal with, and why?
I'm gonna probably get some heat on this one.
Uh-oh.
I love our women. I really do. I love that melanin. I ain't gonna cap. I love
Of
our
course.
women. But what I don't like, and what you into is what you into. You feel me? I don't like the crazy colored hair. I don't like the long nails. I like natural. I'm sorry. I don't care if you got an
Amen.
afro or if you bald head. I'm sorry.
Amen.
I like natural.
Yep.
I like natural. I don't care if you. I don't want to see no extensions. Like, don't get me wrong. You do what you want with yourself, but that's not me.
Exactly. What's up, everybody? We back. Commercial break. We got my man Kelc, obviously the guest. We got another guest too, returning guest, Pat That Ass PDC Chief Cairo in the building.
Yo. You
What's
already
happening?
know.
So, I asked my man, what type of women will or woman will you not or will deal with? So I'm gonna have to ask you, then double back to him.
I tell you what, special pop-up guest go first. Let's do that one.
That's a tough one, cause like I really don't be dealing with women, bro. I only deal with women by appointment. You feel me? Like I don't be dealing with women. You feel me? Like that girlfriend shit, that overly emotional shit. Nah, I really only deal with women with who's gonna give me buns, bro. And if you gonna give me like hella problems to get buns, I'm not gonna deal with you, cause like you feel me. I ain't stressing over women no more, bro. And it's what type of women you'll deal with. None of them. I deal with none of them. I ain't putting up with none of that shit. We can talk on the weekend for a day and let me work during the week, and like we reconvene on the weekend. But like other than that, I ain't putting up with no shit. You can wear whatever you want. You can go out, do whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a fuck. Just let me make my appointment when I want to make my appointment, and we straight.
So you saying you going by the Johnson carousel method, where it's your turn to ride that bike.
Right, bro.
So what about you? What you think about
Like,
what he
see,
said?
I ain't gonna cap. I'm a complete left turn.
Oh God.
I'm the lover boy. I ain't gonna cap to you. I'm a lover boy.
I remember those.
You feel me? I ain't gonna cap. Like, I feel like I'm at that point where it's time to like start a foundation. You feel me? Start building. I would like a woman, you feel me, that you can stick with and do that. But what I won't deal with, somebody you can't communicate with, somebody who won't understand, and definitely a dummy.
Yeah.
Can't deal with no dummy. If I'm sitting here telling you what's going on and you too combative, you want to rebel against everything, that's not gonna cut it.
Now I don't mean to interrupt you, but that ties, and I know you got some hot shit to say.
No, that's a good point. The end there.
That ties into what you were saying earlier about some of our black women. When you mentioned the colored wigs and the long raptor talons at Jurassic Park, you feel me? Like, how can you wipe your butt? But anyway.
I'm weak.
So, you was talking about that, and I feel that because that's what we get. And I think it's more of like a Western modern woman thing, but at the same time, like the sisters have been trained to be like that for so long, they can't turn it off.
Based on what you see.
And a lot of brothers ain't messing with the sisters. Let me ask y'all something. This might get you in trouble. Which one do you deal with the most? Latin, white, Asian, black, mixed, Arab, alien? Nah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Pat. That. Come on.
Put you on the spot.
That I deal with the most.
The most.
I like the Latinos. I like the Hispanics. You feel me? You already know.
So we got to clarify: is that Afro or the mestizo kind, the blanco kind? What kind? What
I
flavor?
do like the Afro. I do like me some melanin. Don't get me
Okay,
wrong.
so
I
all
do like me some
Latinas.
Right.
Okay, gotcha.
I like my girl with some melanin. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay, for sure.
melanin, some seasoning. You feel me? I like a girl with some rhythm.
It's a
You
real.
feel me?
She gonna be doing the Carlton and shit.
Hell no.
He said, "Hell, no." She listen to Future.
If she listen to Future, that's a red flag. That's a big red flag.
Oh man, she finna shake.
She drive with one hand on the steering wheel like a nigga.
See, climb a little bit too far back.
Right. Oh, we've been hanging around.
Okay, so with you, that's the Latins. What about you, bro? Let's put you on the spot now.
Can I be honest?
Be honest.
I don't want no flack for this.
Nah, you gonna get flack, but go ahead.
I hate no one.
Uh-huh.
Let's get that out the way. I
Okay.
hate no one. I don't dislike anyone.
Okay. However,
However, what I don't like
uh,
is white women.
oh boy.
I can't do the pasty pale paste. You feel me? What I ain't even be. I ain't
You don't
want to
roll in the snow. You don't want to roll in the
Listen,
snow.
I don't even like making snowmen. You feel me? I don't like snow angels. All right. So I like melanin on the skin. I like a woman with some color on her.
Okay.
That can be Latina if you feel me. You ain't got no. You feel me? You ain't got no color on your skin.
Mm.
You may not. I may not talk to you.
Okay.
I like our women. I like our people, and I say that to say, like I've been telling you,
Mm-hmm.
everybody wants to be us. We are culture. We are everything.
Yeah.
We are the very existence. With that being said, I would rather stick to the source. Do you want to be with somebody who wants to be like the source? Or do you want to stay with the source?
Okay. So
I'm with the source.
what y'all saying is pretty much you said any Latina with specific emphasis on the darker ones, like us. You said anybody, but mostly us.
Who got color on their
Who
skin?
got
You
color
for
on
me.
their skin. Okay. Gotcha.
You would then at least have some type of recollection of the stuff that I deal with. You feel me?
Okay. I got you.
You feel me?
For me, I got to roll in the snow. I got the G Fazos on.
Ah,
White women are my poison. No, I'm playing.
man.
I'm playing. They cool. He said, what?
Oh, man.
Hear NT say that. After years of knowing this nigga, I never thought I'd hear him say that. Bro.
That's.
Never. Ever. It's fucking crazy.
I'm over here running around in later holes, and you feel me? I'm down with the area. No, I'm playing.
Dr.
Nah.
Umar is not going to be proud of this.
Exactly. Dr. Umar had a white woman. Shit. Exactly. He did. He was caught in a
I
mall.
like to roll in the snow.
Yep, he like to roll in the snow. He like to
Nah.
build snowman.
Nah.
Abominable
Crazy,
snow.
crazy.
He like mayonnaise on his sandwich.
Nah.
I like some mayonnaise with some olive oil. Shit.
Uh-oh. You like Southern European women, you've been exposed. Get out. Nah, nah. But nah, I definitely prefer the sisters, and just any type of sister, quote unquote sister, black chick, whatever, Afro Latina, even a Southeast Asian, something like that. But I mainly would go with the African American, Afro Latina, Caribbean.
Oof.
Hey, listen, everybody got a taste, everybody a preference.
Yeah, but we ain't hating because you got some
No,
big
no.
booty white women out
Hey,
there.
listen,
You
that
got-
don't knock the
saying
beauty
it's
of
a
white
rhythm I
people. You feel me? Certain white women, beautiful. And I just can't do
He
that
said-
hatred. I'm not gonna cap, bro. That hatred and that lack of understanding, I can't do.
I feel you.
Oh, why do you feel so attacked all the time? You what?
Yeah.
Are you not peeping every time we go outside? Just do
They
you
be
not
looking
see?
at you. Yeah, exactly.
Parents
yeah.
hate you, ready to fight you. And I'm gonna give you that energy. You don't want that.
Yeah.
Now you gotta choose.
Well, see, you talking more about dating. He's talking about smash.
Oh, so I ain't smashing either.
Okay.
I ain't gonna
like-
touch you at all.
Oh.
I ain't messing with you in general.
Oh, shit, we might have- Damn, you should have
Alright.
told me that shit.
I gotta get that one question. My homie knows.
All right, we got another special guest of a special guest, so I'm gonna let him introduce.
My homie Too Dope. His real name Eric, but shit, I call his ass Too Dope because shit, his ass Too Dope.
What up? You already know what it
We in the
is.
DJ mix, you feel me? Been going crazy.
You know,
For
we
sure.
out here.
Podcasting and shit, we out here. We out
Yeah, you know, this is
So,
like my second one this week. Shit, I got another one tomorrow. Damn.
Shit.
Yeah.
Y'all
How's it
plug,
working?
plug your shit. Y'all plug your social medias
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
we got you. Eric _ Too Dope. Add that shit in the details of the episode. Shit.
Sir, then I'm Chief Cairo, you already know.
Hit
You
me.
got Kelc, I believe it's 2_P. Hit me up on Instagram, that is. And then also Snap, Kelc _OD.
Yeah, if you're a woman, send these. You know, send them direct to mail. But anyway, so before we took another commercial break, we were talking about what types of women we deal with, and the fellas touched on it. So we're gonna pass it to you.
All right. Damn, I just walked in here. I'm getting straight to the business. I
Uh,
mean, I don't know. I mean, what did you guys say? I don't want. How in depth are we getting?
you can't bite the style now, players.
All right, all
What you will and won't deal with in a woman. Let's start with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, what won't you deal with?
I mean, I feel like right away, you know, you can tell if she dry as hell or not. You know, that's just always like texting and shit. So I'm not gonna deal with you if you're boring. Cause if you're boring in the beginning, you're gonna be boring like 10 minutes from now, a month from now, two fucking months from now. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that, if your friends are annoying as fuck, that means you're probably annoying as fuck. And then like that's who you're gonna be getting advice from and shit. So
Your friend thought you a thought.
you know what I'm saying?
Birds of a
Yeah,
feather.
you're only good as like the company you be around and shit. Let me see, shit. If you're just like fronting on the gram or just like, you know, on social media, just trying to like, you know, because people be like portraying one thing and then they're really like not even about that shit, especially like on social media. And shit, man, yeah. I didn't really get too much of a heads up on this, so I think that's like
And we just
a
threw
good
'em
top
in.
three.
Nah, for real.
Yeah.
You threw them in.
Shit.
Okay, so what flavors of woman we talking? Like white, Latin?
I'm
Black
with it all,
or
but my girl's watching, so she might find this.
Oh, man,
Uh-oh.
you better say her.
Take it
We're
down.
Latina gang. In
Okay,
this
for
You
sure.
better say her.
Yeah, so.
Well, they agree with you. Shit.
Yeah, so, you know.
So, yeah,
I mean, women are women, though, right? I mean,
of course.
There's so many different people
So
out
many
there. I
different,
mean, that's one thing too, though. You could be bad as fuck and like dry as fuck too. Like, that's the
Facts.
thing. Like, I remember like back in my single days, you know, you could slide in some DMs and be like, you know, you get the response, you get the convo going, and Shorty's a 10, but like if she got like a 6 in the convo, then you're just like, again, I'm really big on the vibe, cause like if we ain't vibing, then like we ain't going nowhere. Cause even then, like, you know, like say we're fucking like eating dinner or some shit, you know what I mean? Then I'm thinking like, can I really see myself like, you know, 100 dinners with this girl? Just like, am I gonna be bored or like this and that? If I'm thinking long term, but if I'm just trying to crack, then, you know, I'm thinking a whole different other way. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you can really tell just off the first like instance of like when you're being with a shorty and shit. I feel.
Okay, what y'all think about what he said?
Right.
Hey, like I said, he got it right. Looks get you in the dough for me. Your vibe is everything. If your personality ugly, I'm sorry, you didn't drop from a 10 to nothing. And now you ugly to me.
Yeah,
That mean everything. Looks
For
get you in the dough, personality everything.
for sure.
That's for sure.
Right on.
For sure. Yeah. Personality is everything because dudes are real big on. I know women are real big on like emotions and vibe and whatnot, but we actually like that type of thing too. We don't want to be around a woman who annoys us.
Yeah, imagine like popping out with a shorty and she just like dry as hell. Like for me, I'm one to like just tee up and start dancing and like I'm the life of the party usually when I'm popping out. So like I don't want my shorty to be like or an extension of me and just being there and just like, you know, like judging, ready to go, fucking drunk, fucking fighting, making problems. Like we here for a good time, shorty. So like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta match me, and I'm not trying to go home early. I'll get your ass an Uber or something. You feel me? Fuck all that.
Send her a bike
For real.
with a bell on it.
Fuck all that. I won't even pay your drinks. Nah, I'll pay your drinks, but still like.
Shit, I won't.
I'm cutting that shit short.
Exactly, I'm cutting that off.
I'm cutting that shit short.
So with the women conversation, I'm going to throw in a hot topic since we got a bunch of random guests. What do y'all think about the state of current women-male dynamics, relationship-wise?
I feel like women are fucking more dominant than men these days in relationships. I feel like more women are wearing the pants in a relationship than men. Like I feel like the women got like the pimp game reverse.
Uh-oh.
Fucked up, to be honest with you. Honestly.
Uh-oh.
Because like women are pimping men. Like these men simping out here like paying for like feet pics and all kinds of weird shit. Just really like investing a whole bag into the woman. And if it's your girl and you really down for her, that's different. Like if you just out here tricking for females, like
It's tricking for females, and you especially like not even like got a foot in the door just off the bat, off the rip, like, you know what I'm saying, like simping, like tripping, like nah, that shit do it.
shit dead, bro.
Not for you.
The dynamics of shit is all fucked up. I feel like men need to step it up. I know my homies, the people I talk through, like dudes I'm around, they all like handling their shit. But like from the outside looking in, at the world,
Mm-hmm.
motherfuckers need to do something different. But my homies, they doing things shit the right way.
Okay.
But most dudes gotta put their foot down for real.
So we're going to get to the right way, but I want to pass it to you. What do you think about the question, topic,
In
whatever.
terms of the dynamics,
The dynamics.
I would say
The
it's
dynamic.
no. What's the word I'm looking for? There's no balance. I would say that.
Okay.
There's always like one person wearing the pants.
You can say that too, but like y'all said, like if a woman is it's too masculine, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I'm trying not to mess up this word.
Yeah.
The femininity.
Of
I
course.
like that.
Yeah.
Of
I
course.
love that. You
'Cause
feel
we
me?
dudes.
Yo,
Right.
can't no man sit here and say they don't love that. You know that tender love and care. You feel me? No,
We don't like, we not these.
Nah, you feel me? Like, we don't need the whole attitude. We don't. You feel me? Like we don't need definitely not that masculine energy.
Yeah, we don't.
Like yeah, it's gonna be what I say or it's nothing.
Exactly.
Like no, I feel like it's an equal push and pull. You feel
How
me?
you feel about how you feel about like it being like 50-50 then, as far as like relationship wise, if you with a shorty?
That's
Oh,
that
it should be,
pull.
right?
Hell
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
100.
Nah,
me
I feel
leading.
I feel like that's the even. You feel
Honestly,
me?
I understand what you're
women,
saying.
for the most part, should like take the seat and like let the man lead for sure. Like,
Depends on what it is.
Break it down. Oh,
Okay.
conflict.
I feel like, well, y'all single, right? All right. I
Right.
mean, but me, at least in my relationship, like, it's not even like, not like, how do I describe it? Like, my shorty, she'll, like, just, like, put it, like, and play for me. You know what I'm saying? So she be like, all right, where we going? What we doing? This and that. So it's always just, like, falls on me. You know what I mean? As a guy, you know what I mean? And women just expect that in general and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you hit a girl up, you like, all right, let's link, woo, woo. And then she like, all right, what you finna do? Like, what we gonna do? Then you like, I don't know what you want to do. And that shit already like it's going south and
Yeah,
shit.
it's
Like
a
women
bad
like when you
dynamic.
put like what's the word? Like you put it in play basically. You gotta apply a little pressure. You know, keep it P and shit. Cause if you ain't, then someone else is, and then they finna be like, all right, shit, you about it. Like we finna go do this, that, and that, as opposed to what do you want to do in the DM and shit. Shorty finna delete and then she finna slide right there and shit. So I don't know. You gotta find a good medium and shit as far as if you want to get like anything successful. I feel.
So you with the 50-50 like
I'm
we
with
said.
the 50-50. Definitely.
It could be like 75, 25,
Oh,
but 50,
yeah.
around that. But yeah,
at the end of the
Yeah.
day, you making all the decisions. Like you being the assertive one making the decisions. Like she asking you, you making the decisions. Like I feel like if it's a man, you gotta like make the most of the decisions.
definitely dates. I definitely get that to y'all. Like, so what we finna do? You know what? Like he say, you gotta pretty much know what you want. This what I want to do. This what we gonna do. But also pay attention to her. What she like to do. Hey, let's go do this. I remember you saying, before you went to try such and such. Let's go do that. Let's go through the axes. Like, some stuff like that. You ain't never shot a gun. Let's go do that. I
Yeah.
really want to because you've been asking to shoot this mug. So let's go.
I had watched like
Stuff
some.
that.
My bad. I don't mean to cut
No,
y'all
you
off.
good.
I had watched some shit like it was a different podcast and they were talking about like relationships and dating and shit. They were saying like you gotta like never stop dating because if not, that shit gonna be dry as hell and shit. Like
Mhm.
what's that Drake line? It's like when you. I can't think of it right now. Come back to me on it, but it's like fucking There's more to life than sleeping in and getting high right now or some shit. Like you're just fucking staying in and kicking it and shit. Like that should be getting dry as hell. Like
Yeah.
you ever seen that meme? It's like what's for like what Shorty like hits up the dude and like the text and shit. She's like, oh, what's for dinner? And she's like, oh, head. And he's like, head again, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that should just be getting dry. And you're like, all right, what else? You know what I'm saying? Like
You got that spark again. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
exactly.
Yeah, keep that
You
fun.
gotta keep that shit interesting and shit.
Yeah.
Especially if you trying to see something in the long term or somebody, you gotta be like, all right, thinking deep. Like we finna really like get in this bitch, and they're like, again, it's all about you can tell like instantly. I feel with some people and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we got 75-25, 50-50 situation.
pool.
What about you?
75-25.
75-25.
How about you?
80-10.
Oh,
80-10.
man.
Yeah. See,
on a 10%.
I mean, you need a dub, though.
he said
yeah,
the
yeah,
dub.
dub.
Uh,
You need a dub for the 100.
The dub, oh my God, yeah. But I will say this. I'll say why I said that. The thing is, like, y'all definitely contributed to this overarching thought that men have to be the leadership.
Mhm.
It will not work if she feels like she's the leader. It's not going to work. Now, a good captain listens to his first mate. A good captain picks a good first mate.
Mm.
So if I picked her, that means I really rock with her. She's got a compatible personality with me. She likes my plan. Cool, we sailing. That's why I say 80-10, because a captain does like most of the planning and orchestration, but he'll send his first mate out to accomplish a task. Like what you said, she asked you, what do you want to do? What do we want to do? Because we're a team. She sees you as the same. That's cool. But I said 80-20 because of that. I mean 80-10 because of that.
It more leans on you.
Yeah, 80-20, I'm fucking tweaking. Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
You ain't lying.
Yeah. Valid though, shit. I like this. What else we going? How long y'all been recording? Oh shit, I just slid in.
Time, I ain't gonna cop. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
Oh,
A little bit of
word.
time.
It's going quick though. I ain't gonna lie to
Yeah,
you.
it is
It's
going quick. So let me say this to y'all. I know some of y'all are single, and our new guest is not single. Got the ball and chain. No, I'm playing with you. Anyway, is there anything that you're dealing with now concerning women, and why? Just in general. You don't have to expose yourself
Don't
now.
look like that, Tom.
Yeah, you can pass.
Damn. Even then, that's like a deep. Oh shit.
No, you good. Hey, listen, I got reflex. I'm hip with
Yeah,
it.
not bad. I don't know. Y'all go ahead first. I need to hear something.
I ain't dealing with women. I don't deal with women. I do not deal with females. Are not a problem of mine.
So
What you got, Tom?
You one of these?
Oh man.
Hell no. I just deal with women on my terms. Like I don't be dealing with that. No.
You got what you looking for. You got what you into. I
Mhm.
feel that.
Okay.
I feel like it just comes down to like, what do you really want to like? Not waste your time, but put your time into some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we really like, Mug's just getting older and shit. Like, time is money. You feel me? Like,
Mhm.
I'm trying to like level up, grind up and shit. Like, if we just like here, just like what we really doing is like the real question and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How about you, my boy? The first guest.
I ain't gonna say too much.
Uh-oh.
I know she
Incriminate
gonna
yourself.
watch this. But what I will say is I feel like it's how am I trying to say this? There's an understanding that's not being understood.
Okay.
I'll say it
Choose
like
your
that.
words carefully.
I'll say it like that. I know she gonna watch this.
Yeah.
But I just feel like, how would you feel if, let's say,
Mhm.
you knew she wouldn't be okay with something, right? So you don't do,
Yeah.
but you don't get that courtesy. You feel me? Now let's
Mm-hmm.
say she does, and in my head it was okay. But you know, had you did the same
It
thing,
would have been a problem.
hey, listen, she'd have let you in your sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a fair assumption?
No, it's not fair.
So, with that being said,
Mm-hmm.
can you then take that person's word? I got a real issue with trust. I'm gonna be honest. So can you then take that? Can you then take that person's word?
I'm listening.
Okay, so can you then take that person's word and say, "Oh, I didn't see an issue with it, but since you brought it to my attention, it's an issue now, right?"
Mm-hmm.
So could you then take that person's word for it won't happen again? Keep in mind, she thought it was okay before, right? So who's to say she won't do it again?
Yeah.
That's just what my
That's
head.
line
Honestly,
Yeah.
I dictate people. I don't want to say judge, but like I dictate people and like how they move about like how they did shit from the past. Like yes, I get people like sometimes the benefit of the doubt. Like yeah, they can grow, they can do better. But like if you done that shit before, what makes you think you won't do it again? Like
That's me.
like people revert back to their past. They relapse all the time. And like yes, you want to see people do better. You want to see the best in people. But like if you did that shit once, now I got like this antenna of like shit. This motherfucker might be able to do it again. Especially if I like accepted it, like not accepted, but like like
You come to terms with
right.
it,
I
you
come
know.
to terms with I accepted the apology, blah blah blah. We move on. Like they was like I wonder how far I can get again. You feel me? So it was like
Yeah.
I feel like at the end of the day, it's all really based on like communication and shit, and just being like as transparent as you can be. Cause like the more like straight up it is, and like the more like the less likely you're gonna like waste time and shit, and like effort and energy and shit. Like say you invest like all this time on somebody and shit, then it's just like, you know what I mean? End of the day, like whatever, they're fucking around or you're fucking around and shit. Like then you're just wasting both each other's time and shit. Like why are we really here at that point and shit? At that point, like once you start feeling like that disconnect or just like whatever and shit, then you can just like communicate. Like look straight up, like I ain't feeling it. Cause like why linger it on? And then at that point, you got some toxic shit where you guys are just back and forth, on and off, fucking. She deleting all your pics off the gram and then posting them bitches back. She, you out fucking doing the thirst traps and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, if it gets to that point, I feel like there should be like a standard, of course, to like, to stopping till they get to that point. But I mean, again, we humans, we all make mistakes and shit. So
That's true.
as long as it's like transparent though, and like you tell somebody like straight up, like it's like with me in my relationship, I be telling my girl like straight up, like I don't feel like even if it like hurt her feelings, cause like that's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? I can't be sugarcoating shit, cause that's just how I am, regardless. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm doing fine and dandy. Like, nah, you blew me today. Like, I ain't even trying to talk to you. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like, just give me some space and then we finna like cool it. I'm not gonna be faking and putting the front and shit. Like, fuck all that.
For real.
I feel that.
For real. Nah, that's facts. That's what I'll be saying when I haven't dated. I've been a free agent for a long time, and because my standards are very, very high, very high. So I will not give a woman that courtesy of being my woman until she proves herself, and so far they haven't proven themselves. So I just, casual
You ain't gonna
type
settle.
shit.
I feel that.
Yeah, casual shit. But I'm a family-oriented dude, so eventually I will be in that position. Some of it is based off of finance too, because, hey, I'm going to say it on the track. I shoot the club up, bro. You shoot the club up, paint it white like this right here, you feel me? That's what I got to say. You said no.
I don't know about all that. Y'all wrap
Shoot
it
the
up.
club up. So,
Y'all please wrap it up.
hashtag pull out game. There you go.
Hey, for real, today y'all seen that shit?
Bro, yes, on Twitter.
SUVs
what
are like
bro.
is the highest as like it's ever been.
Yeah,
or some
bro,
shit.
y'all chill.
Like
Hey, I've been
chlamydia or
out the
some shit.
game for a few
Hey,
years,
listen,
so I'm
that's why you
good
stick
now.
to
but shit.
one.
Right, don't be silly. Wrap your willy. Dog.
Of course. No, that's definitely facts. Listen to them because I ain't shit. Listen to them. But as a dude who stepped out of the game to kind of focus on my health and other different little things and shit, I can say certain things, but keep in mind what they saying is real. A lot of these chicks be burning like the lake of hell or something, bro. Like fire water. You feel me? Like a
You
fire.
don't know until it's too late.
You don't know until it's too late.
And then
Now,
you on to the next one. The next thing you know, you got a little epidemic going.
yeah,
and
you gotta
shit.
have you
Fuck.
over here like the purge or
on
something.
giving,
You know,
For real, dog.
Yeah.
you like monkeypox. Oops, should have said that. But nah. But anyway, you like
That ass though, shit.
yeah,
For real.
hey, it's crazy out here. So I hear what y'all saying 100%. I think when it comes to me dealing with chicks, if they're not trying to follow my plan, because I think I'm the oldest out of the group right here, besides, some of the other people.
How old are you?
26. Yeah.
I'm 26 too.
Ah, well, get out. Nah, I'm playing. So yeah, we're in a different mindset. I know my brother mentioned, a long-term family planning, building type stuff. That's a different mindset than just hooking up type shit. So you're gonna have to approach women a certain way, and your level of tolerance, your standards are gonna be different.
Oh yeah.
You know.
I feel like
So-
at a certain point too, that should just be getting old. Like,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Like, how much coochie, balled out the whole area, the whole neighborhood and shit. Like, you know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? And it's just like.
You got a trail of bodies like
Exactly.
World War II or
It's
something.
fucking- exactly. Everything's just balled out. And low key, the older we get, the options get slimmer and slimmer, dog. Like, I remember looking back at my single years, Facebook, popped off, married, popped off, married.
Like a motherfucker. These
Yep.
bitches be getting
And they're
cranky.
just,
Yes.
it's just going left and right, dog.
Right?
The older you get, there's more to coming out. That ass.
Yeah. Not just well, I ain't gonna say all that. I'm gonna say something. All I say is there's a lot of this going on. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of I hate dudes now. I like something else. It's like, okay, well
Yeah, I'm definitely get that.
you said you cheat. Yeah. Hey, I ain't gonna talk about that. Next topic. Anyway, so what because we kind of touched on some stuff like business and finance before y'all got here. So I'm gonna just kind of revisit that a little bit. What's the importance of family, close friends, and business concerning life? Or concerning life and business.
Do you want like the long or the short answer?
Hey, both.
Shit, I mean, just trust, really. You gotta keep your circle small, and like whoever's like in your small circle, like everyone. You gotta have people that are like-minded too. I feel, especially like in growth and shit. So I mean,
Yeah.
if I'm trying to like grow up, glow up, and go crazy, do this and that, you know what I mean? I don't want like, fucking these three or whatever the fuck right next to me doing like, not doing shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you talking
Like,
about us? No,
no,
I'm playing.
you know what I'm
I
saying?
got it.
But like like you're only good as like the company again. Like you're around and shit. So I mean, it's a team at the end of the day. So I mean, teamwork make the dream work. I ain't trying to sound corny, but
It's true though. It ain't cop. It's true.
What about you, bro?
So now you already know where I stand on it.
Yeah, 'cause we
pretty much
touched on it,
this
yeah.
before. So, but what I will say is, he said something very pivotal.
Mm-hmm.
You got to know who you doing business with.
Mm-hmm.
That involves friends and family.
Yeah.
You got to know who you got in your circle. Like I told you, mine is very small.
Pinprick.
It ain't too many people I mess with.
Count on my fingers of people I talk to every day.
Nah, for real. Like,
Yeah.
it ain't too many people I mess with. And it's for a reason. Like, I don't need no crowd around me.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody need that. Very distracting.
It's distracting. Yeah.
And most of the time, them be the people that's, on the outside looking in, hating. Like, what Kendrick say? If it ain't congratulate, then it look like hate.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry, but if you ain't with the train, my boy, you can't be around.
Hey, with the chain, you can't hang.
For
Yeah.
real. For
Yeah.
real. So I would definitely say that's something that's very key. But make sure you got the right people around you. Cause don't nobody, like what Drake say, what's the point of being 70 and alone? Don't nobody want to
Yeah.
have so much stuff and you alone.
Yeah.
You ain't got nobody to share with. Can't nobody relate to you. Can't nobody really kick it with you. Cause now you're looking at everybody like, oh, I can't trust you. You here for this, you here for that. So now it's like,
Yeah.
know who you're around.
That's why he had the porn star baby mama. Nah, I'm playing.
Nah, he was fishing with that one.
Yeah,
He
that's
Hey,
great.
at that point though, why not? Shit, you ball.
look,
You
shit,
ball
hey,
like,
Nah.
Whatever you want, for real.
Nah.
if you
that-
balling like Drake,
You gonna have to put your shit out like.
if you balling with Drake, you wouldn't crack a porn star.
Definitely would.
You wouldn't.
But
crack
get
a
her
porn
pregnant
star.
though.
Definitely would.
That's I'm gonna say you gotta switch it
Get her
real
pregnant,
quick.
though.
That's the next level.
Sex is one thing. Shooting the club up is something.
What if he cared about her, bro?
Nah.
What if
it's-
she was cool?
Nah,
It
bro.
was vibing.
Nah.
What if you didn't know she
Nah.
was a porn star and you found out before? You found out after you shot the club up.
Man, I'd be like this.
Like she was a retired porn star, but then you look like you
I
on the
didn't-
hub.
You talking about
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Then you're
all
like,
these
and you
qualifiers,
done
dog.
fucked up, but you ain't even know the whole time.
Hey, I'm gonna cut my losses and move on, bro. 'Cause fuck that. Yeah, bro.
You
The
know what though? I'm
walls
gonna go
like
ahead and be
this.
the Debbie Downer to the group though.
Oh, go ahead.
We ain't giving sex a lot of credit. You feel me? It's like, she was cool to hit, but she ain't cool to wife.
Exactly.
If you look at it, you under her belt too.
Yeah.
She was okay to hit, but she ain't okay to wife. And look at yourself though.
Uh-huh.
How many women have you ran through? But you talking about you want to soy some oats around here. No, it don't work like that.
That's a good point.
You feel
That's
me?
that's
You
a good
can't
point.
you can't be out here treating people like trash if you doing trash. You feel me?
Yeah.
You can't do that. So you need to shine some light on that
That's you
sex.
just setting your own standard right there.
Hey, for real.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
true.
That is your standard. You like, damn, why can't I get like a wifey type bitch? Because you just aiming for like
Hey, for real.
just a quick nut. Really should.
Yeah. Pretty much. That's
some
fact.
Deep talk.
You
shit.
attract what you
Hey,
get.
we talk our ish here,
For
man.
real. You attract who you
Subscribe.
are. For real.
Yeah, exactly.
You are, no cap.
You got to talk about it now because I already got exposed
They hit
as being
me
a
right on the
hypocrite.
head, man. Like, I don't want to talk too much. I don't want to overdo it. Like, you really got to be particular on the people you have around you, bro. Like, you're in the room with 6 millionaires, you're going to be the 7th one, bro. Like, keep going, bro. There's people around you that, like, that energy keep you up, bro. Like, because people project energy. Like, you can tell, like, I can't be around people that's insecure, like, don't have confidence in themselves. Because, like, bro, like, you going to project that energy. Like, I need people around me that's going to help me feel like I'm winning, bro. That's going to be, like, inspire me to be more creative, inspire me to, like, work harder, to put more work in, bro. Like, I can't have no draining motherfuckers around me, bro. Like, I got to be around all hoopers. You feel me? Like,
So,
I gotta
3
be around
points.
all hoopers. All
All
bro.
net.
All
Yeah.
men, bro. Like, all people who, like, bring you up, bro. Because, like,
How much is that?
People
much
that
in
are
the world
growing
that-
too, bro. Because it's like
Yeah.
you could be like cool with like an old friend or some shit, and then you check up on them like doing the same thing as like they were like 3 years ago, 2 years ago. Like where's the growth, dog? You feel what I'm saying? Like we only getting older. We only hear like one shot, dog. Like you really just gonna be doing the same thing every fucking day, and that's what you want to do for the rest of your life, yo. Like, man, there's so much shit you could do if you really like lock on it. Like dead ass, you could really do like anything you want. You could like manifest that shit, just practice at anything every day and shit, and you just get 1% better at it and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's just like that shit just like irks me so much when like people are so like it's like wasted potential and shit. Like you literally do anything you want. You just here doing the same thing, same dead end job, and you're just like hating your fucking job,
Yeah, we talk
not
about
going nowhere and shit. But like, bro, like, Come on, like we gotta get to this bag. There's so much money out there.
And what
So
be
many
annoying, bro,
people.
those be the main motherfuckers hating, bro.
Mhm.
Like, you literally sitting here not applying
Showing no
yourself,
love,
and
just,
you
yeah.
feel bad for applying himself. Like, he's doing great
Mhm.
things, and you sitting here on your couch just talking shit, bro. Like,
Hey, we sitting on the couch talking shit.
but
You know what I'm
that's some
saying?
real shit. They be
I
talking
guess
some fuck
shit.
shit.
It's a movement right
Just
here.
on-
That's
yeah.
different.
Fucking just playing Call of Duty like 7 hours a day and shit, just
Yeah.
talking shit.
Got the sock that's stiff like this. You feel me?
For real, just
Got sheets stiff like
Nah,
that.
that's the thing though, like
Crusty.
especially like in this day and age, there's so many like trolls and shit. Just as far as like not even like people you know, like the bigger you get with like anything, like you know, like you ever see like on Bleacher Report or some shit, like they
Mm.
post like KD or some shit, and mugs are just trolling, but like everyone know KD raw as fuck, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's just everyone got an opinion. It's like an asshole, you know what I'm saying? Everyone
Yeah.
got some shit to say.
What they call that armchair quarterback type
Yeah.
shit? Yeah, Monday morning quarterback.
Hey.
Yeah.
That type of shit. Like you a cat that's not doing nothing. You know, you just laying in the house, you know, beating your dick on your baby nuts and shit. You feel me? And eating corn chips and
Getting
all this shit.
McDonald's and shit, like
Yeah,
3-4
getting
times a
Trick
week
Ronalds and
shit.
all that shit. Like, bro. And then you want to talk about somebody that's doing something to make you feel better. That's
a lot
a
of
hate.
people get a kick out of that too. Huh? I don't get that hatred. If I see you up, hey, the next thing I'm finna, hey, bro, what you do to? How you do like
Exactly.
that?
Bro, like, keep going, bro. Like,
Keep
for real.
going.
Like, if I see motherfuckers up, bro, like, I'm not gonna, like, bring you down. Like, I want you to stay up, bro. If anything, I'm gonna, like, try to experience that excitement with you, for me. Cause, like, I like being in a good mood.
I'm gonna bring you up.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You ain't got to ask.
Really, bro. Really.
Hey, bro, whenever you tired of doing whatever you doing, you ain't got. Hey, come rock with me. I'll show you. I'll show
Exactly.
you
Put 'em
how
on.
I'm getting it. I'll
Yeah.
show you.
Bro.
That's all it is.
Oh, God. You said a book.
Hey, I'm reading that one too. All
The
time.
Fourth Element? Oh, the Four Agreements?
Yeah,
Oh,
Four
yeah.
Agreements.
That's a good one.
I'm on like page 12, but I have been reading lately.
You said page. Hey, this
Sorry,
read.
You open that
it's something
motherfucker,
shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit is
Nah, that's a start for real.
it's a
He
start.
said that. That's
You
a
should
start.
read,
on
um,
page 0.
You
Nah.
should read Atomic Habits. I'm reading that one right now. It's fire.
Okay.
Atomic Habits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Check
For
it
sure.
out.
I think that's in my book bag. I'll show y'all later.
For sure. Okay. Yeah. We can get book recommendations too if y'all want to hear. You know, put in the comments section. You motherfucker. No, I'm playing. Anyway, so let's move to the last one. We're gonna wrap this up. What are your favorite genres of music and why? Since you know some of us rap, some of us make beats, DJs, so we musicians. What do y'all like about musicianship? Go ahead. I'll start with you.
I fuck with R&B.
R&B.
R&B. Cause like, I be like more chill for the most part, bro.
Mhm.
Like I like the fast paced shit, but like for the most part, like I be vibing, bro. Like I don't be like in the move too fast. I be like in like chill, get seduced. Like I really fuck with Sade.
Okay.
I wouldn't have expected that.
He said I wasn't
I
expecting
wouldn't
that.
expect
Sade, bro.
Yeah, that's OG shit.
Like this is just some smooth shit.
Hey,
bro. Like,
okay.
Minus her son. That was a diss.
what's wrong with her son?
you know, NT got to diss people. Now, played. You go ahead.
That's my question for you though. Just to switch it a little bit.
Okay, so
What's your issue with that though?
my main issue with that is it's being way too pushed. Like this, way too much. Like in my job, I'll be seeing, the cats moving in a certain way, and it's getting real uncomfortable because they try to push up on you sometimes. And you gotta kind of, you gotta kind of like be, hey, bro, nah, they ain't, and it might turn into a big incident, and you get labeled as a hater of a certain type of thing, and now it's not really what it was, and now it's all this bullshit. Now you're getting legal people, the Twitter mob comes at you, like all that type of woke, super woke shit. I really can't rock with it too heavy, bro. To be
I feel
honest.
that. But can you agree though? Somebody's sexual preference ain't got nothing to do with you.
It don't.
All right, okay. All right.
It don't.
I'm trying to make sure.
It don't. Yeah, no, of course.
Make sure.
I think, because I know we touched on this earlier, it's a private issue.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't try to push it on
Yeah,
kids
that's
and
fine.
on me.
I feel that.
We good.
I get that.
It work okay. Yeah. Just
I get
don't
that.
do it to me. You really mean? Nah, but shit. Anyway, so you answered the question. What else? You said R&B. What else? Mention Sade.
R&B. I like to diversify it too, cause like sometimes I be DJing, so like sometimes I'm doing house music, so I'm doing house music, but like I have to like an Aaliyah house music track on, you feel me? So like just making fusions and shit, feel like blending shit, you feel me? Like growing up, I was like always like too white for the black kids, or like too black for the white kids. But, like,
You're definitely the first one. Nah, go ahead.
but like, nowadays it's starting to make sense because like I can like put shit together and it's like it's actually like kind of creative like how you put that together because like I wasn't thought like it's just
Mhm.
you feel me? So R&B, house music, you feel me? Dance music, rap of course, but you feel me? That's everybody listen to rap. That's like the number one genre right now.
Yeah, now we had to fight for that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a tough climb.
Fight for that. Fight them white folks.
Yeah.
To this day, we gotta fight them white folks.
well. So you said rap, R&B, everything pretty much has to.
I'm
You
gonna
said-
go with everything. To be honest with you, I feel like
Okay. So y'all like heavy metal?
You know what though? You mess
I can
around
get
and
down
find
with
something you
Metallica.
like. I ain't gonna cap. You mess around and find something you like. You know, a chord just might hit you differently.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I might need that for my next beat or something.
I feel like it's just shit for like different moods and shit. Really, like
sure.
music's really just like all like the setting and shit. Like whatever you say you wake up feeling like bummy or some shit, sad. It's a gloomy day out. You finna play like some slow tracks. You know what I'm saying? Like some R&B or some shit, or like not even R&B, like some lo-fi, or like some slow pace like rap or some shit, like heavy bass or some shit. But like obviously in your teen and shit, you're gonna be fucking listening to some like Lil Baby or some shit. You know, some upbeat and shit. You're not gonna be going to the club listening to like fucking like I don't fucking know.
Opera music.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about scene and setting, really, and all that shit. I mean, you can catch me, like, I be spinning, like, everything. Like, reggaeton, hip-hop, R&B, Afro beats, fucking techno. I be playing, like, everything, dog.
Yeah.
So what do you play when you taking a shit? No, I'm playing.
Oh man.
Shit, shuffle. I don't even be, honestly, like, when I, like, play music, I just be hitting shuffle. Like, I don't never, and I got, like, at least, like, 7,000, 8,000 songs in my phone, and, like, whatever, shuffle. And I'll just skip through like whatever I'm vibing. Like I might not be feeling something today, but then like today when I was pulling up over here, I'm like, damn, like I didn't even hear this. When the fuck I put this on my fucking shit?
Sure.
Fucking my phone hit me with like 3 tracks back to back. I was just wanging in that bitch. I'm like, hey. But yeah, it's all about like where you at really.
Okay.
I feel
So
that.
you agree with that?
Oh yeah, for sure. That's why I just say like I'm with everything. I feel like if you just stick to one thing, it's like you've been put in a box. You feel me? And I ain't in the box.
Yeah,
first.
you're missing out on like so much sleepers and shit too.
For
Like
sure.
I remember like growing up and shit, like, you know, Wayne, big as fuck, Ye, big as fuck, but like I would always listen to like fucking, don't get me wrong, I listen to that shit too, but I'd listen to like old school shit like Wu-Tang or like fucking like Mobb Deep or some shit, Mos Def, and like fucking I remember fucking like freshman year shit, right when I got in high school, they had someone like my boy had like grab my fucking my iPod, he's like, what are you listening to? And it was like some Lupe Fiasco or some shit, and they're like, what the fuck is this? And there was like a whole bunch of Bone Thugs and like Nas and shit. I'm like, damn, I'm like, why y'all on me like that? And now looking at it now, that's like what they be like barely digging into and shit. I'm like, man, bro, I was ahead of y'all. Y'all didn't even
Exactly.
know.
Heavy curve. For sure. For
What
sure.
about you, old school?
You just said it right there. Shit, everything that y'all said, pretty much. Definitely the old classics, the Dusties, the old R&B, some new R&B. Obviously, my shit. I listen to my shit, but you know, but yeah, I like to have a diverse palette of what I listen to. You feel me?
You can't just listen to like one type of like music.
Because you
too.
can't do that. Because like he said, it puts you in a box. It gets
Imagine
you
how like boring that'd be, bro.
it's
like,
boring.
It's like listening to the. Y'all listen to the radio? Like,
Shit.
you know what I'm saying? Like the radio every day, like
It's the same shit.
Same song.
exactly. It's like how much of it can you really take? You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. Like I love hip hop. It's like number one and shit. But like, there's so much more out there. Like different chords. There's like fucking hip hop in like the UK and shit. It's a different vibe. But you can definitely get a little like, you know,
Yeah.
a little head nod going at least or some
Yeah.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The only thing I won't listen to is like EDM. I can't stand EDM. I can't stand
I feel like with EDM, it's like a real thin like, cause you say EDM and it's like a lot like house music. Then there's like techno. Then you got like the straight like.
yeah, see that?
You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
shit like
it.
that.
Rave music. That's it. Okay.
No, yeah, like that. But house music predated all that shit. House music from Chicago and
But
Detroit.
house music is like a form of EDM too. be
Yeah,
honest.
it's like
It's like an interchangeable
yeah,
thing.
like an ancient version of that shit.
Yeah.
That some I don't even like some house music. Maybe it's just the way that it's like too. I don't
It's
know.
like subgenre.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's too weird to me to.
Like house,
just-
it's a lot. It's probably at least like 15 different like subgenres. It's
exactly.
Like, man,
And all of them suck to me. No, I'm playing shit. But no, I mean I don't knock people for liking it. I just can't get into
or
it.
you probably didn't even got put onto the right song yet.
Hey, shit, you gotta find it. You got
The Skrillex catalog.
I guarantee
shit. You gonna have to go to
find
the shit. You gonna have to go to the mountains of the Himalayas to find me.
something you like. I guarantee you find
Shit,
something you like.
cause that
Know
shit.
Some Diplo. You'll fuck with it.
See, I'm not really a fan. That's too like robot-y for me.
Diplo? You don't like Diplo?
So we got the cracks. We got the fighting. No, play.
I mean, I'll I
Press
don't even think I'd
subscribe.
spin it, honestly.
What's been Diplo? Hey, the
I don't
most
know.
overrated song that they play in the club, it's a hot take, but Dreams and Nightmares by Meek Mill, bro. I don't know why I just don't like that song.
You don't like it?
I never liked the song. Like, I've never seen the hype behind the song. Like, everyone screams, like, play Dreams and Nightmares.
I
play
don't think
Dreams
it's a
and Nightmares.
classic, but it's definitely like it's like classic and anthem. It's more of an anthem than a classic because that shit is getting old. I mean that shit been out for a minute. Like something
Bro.
like classic gotta be like timeless. You know what I'm saying? Like
Timeless.
I can't even think of like what would be a good.
That's what Meek Mill shit. Classic.
Yeah, Meek Mill. It's not a classic. It's like a
Hot Nigga by Bobby Shmurda is a classic. That's a
I
club.
get it to you.
That's a
He
club.
said
banger.
no. Okay, why you say no?
That's not a club bang. Bobby Shmurda. Hot
Hey,
Nigga,
hey,
you
listen, I ain't
niggas
gonna
are
cap.
not niggas.
When he came out with it, that joint was hitting. But to
when
me,
he went
like,
away, no one played it though.
exactly.
We need
like,
something like-
classics,
you need
like,
something
it's
like-
stay.
That's never getting old. Shit.
What about that? You call her Stephanie. I call her Heffany.
I talking about
that
that
shit
today.
is old
I hate
too,
that.
dog.
Dude.
Well, you know I don't like the song.
Ooh.
No,
I hate
shit.
that song. I rock with her though. She cold. I am not gonna cap. She cold. I just hate that song just based off of how many times they play it.
In the club.
That's
the
it.
thing. The club will make you hate songs, bro. Like,
Yeah,
people
like-
were playing shit. To be honest with you.
Honestly, I don't know. Like, the club just be like kind of overrated and shit. Cause like every week and shit, you dropping the same like set list and shit. You know what I mean? Especially
Same
for
shit.
like the Latino culture and shit. Like, y'all know Bad Bunny, right?
Yeah.
That fucking album, bro. Like, I work with like predominantly like Hispanic women, and like
Mhm.
at work they play that fucking album at least like 4 times a week, and I'm like, bro, like,
Yeah, it gets tiring.
I'm like, can we play something else, bro? Like anything, dog. Like,
Like anything at this point.
like it's not bad. It's just like once you hear it so much, it's just like.
It gets old.
Turn
It's
that
like,
off.
yeah, like turn that shit off, bro. Like, it's still good, but like I want to hear it on my terms. And it's like 9 a.m. They'll play it at 9 a.m. Then fucking later, like 2 p.m. And I'm like, bro, we
nah.
just played this, dog. Like,
On repeat type
yeah,
shit.
you know what I mean? That just balls it out and shit. It's kind of like, I don't know. Music sometimes be like oversaturated and shit. Like, you go on like the radio and shit, you go on 107.5, they're playing the same shit as like 92.3.
Mm-hmm.
And then like, but if you like look at within like a whole like 2-3 hours and shit, they're playing like have the same songs on, like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, let me
Like
spin.
clockwork.
Let me spin this on y'all then. Do you think that that's because of a lack of creativity on the artist's part, or kind of stagnation, stagflation?
I feel like it's been pushed. To be honest with you,
Okay.
like based off of who paying. Yeah.
I
Okay.
mean,
So
at the end
pay
of the
over.
day, you finna just play like if you're like you can't play like sleepers early though. I feel like on the radio and shit, you can't. The radio, you're thinking Drake, Lil Baby, Future, Gunna, like you know like the popular shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. If you had like an underground radio, then you could drop like some low key like shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But like the radio is just so like mainstream, so they have to play like the mainstream shit that like has the most plays and shit. So you could be mad cold as fuck, you know, bars, all this and that, crazy ass beat. But if you're not like have the mainstream flow, then like you're not really like getting the mainstream audience and shit. You know?
That's how they lose ratings and stuff like that too. So that's why I feel like it's just controlled and it's all pushed. So I agree with him. Yeah.
So you think it's
It's
Yeah.
just like the radio's so like old, bro. Like who the fuck really play the radio these days? It's like cable, dog. Like cable's like balled out too. Like nowadays we got streaming services and shit.
Yeah.
We go on
YouTube TV.
SoundCloud and shit or some shit. You know what I mean? YouTube. Like ain't nobody really. The radio's just like old head shit, dog. Just- Yeah.
so you think it's the fans' fault? Oh, I forgot to ask you. What do you think? You think it's a stagnation? Or?
Nah. Like, he said, like it's being pushed, like everything's being pushed.
Okay.
You got the clout, bro. You got the money. You pay for the radio, bro. You gotta have some money to get on the radio.
You
bro.
think? Do you
Nah,
think
so-
like our kids? Not that we have kids. Well, I don't know if y'all do, but like the next generation of like our seeds and shit are gonna be playing the radio like that
Hell,
though,
like,
bro.
No.
play the radio.
Imagine
don't
like
play
we
that.
barely play the radio, like bro,
Right.
like that radio. The radio's gonna be. I think they're gonna take the radio away one day. Or they have to just have like change like the dynamic of the radio. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just like too much mainstream music. It's just balls off after a while. Of course, you get like the midnight mix, or you going to like
That shit be
fucking
TNS
Lust on the
all night,
weekend and
like,
shit.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
when
yeah,
they be
yeah,
going
yeah.
crazy
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what you
damn,
like.
wait, they
Damn, like they teed, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah.
Like shit like that, but like, I don't know. I'm getting deep. I'm fighting to blab away.
Nah, you ain't counting though. They play the same 10 songs. As soon as you hear that 11th song and it's different, you like, oh.
Is it in turn
Oh
right?
my
It's
God, what
something.
happened to Virgil? I had a hard time and shit.
Oh, bro.
Okay, so you think it's the fans' fault for driving it, or do you think it's just a circumstance of the industry? You think it's the industry's fault? What do y'all think?
Both. I mean, at that point,
Okay.
because the fans are what's being fed to, and it's just being. I mean, it's what you're being fed, but like, what are you really gonna do about it? You gonna call in and be like, "Hey, play my homie track," and they're like, "Fuck."
Fuck your homie.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? That's realistic and shit though. Like, unless you got like a plug or some shit, like some crazy pull, like,
Mhm.
click. All right, play this. Play some Gunna. All right, bet. Then they finna drop the, you know what I'm saying, pushing P or some shit on the radio.
Mhm.
Pushing P's and pushing prison.
Yeah.
No,
shit.
Shit like-
Free YSL for real though.
Nah. Okay, so we got his opinion. What about you?
I just personally feel like they don't got no say so. I'm gonna be honest. Since it's, it's all control, I just feel like they ain't got say so. And they for real, I'm pretty sure they play a track, oh, we got such and such finna play. They play it, it's on mute. They don't even hear it. Until they get their countdown, we finna start back up, get
Mhm.
ready to talk, and we finna go to the next song. That's honestly what I feel like it's like. And they, if you hearing something, like he said, if you hearing something, you don't even care for it. 9 times out of 10, that song will be on here. You gonna know the words without even trying to know.
Yeah.
You ain't even sung the song once. You gonna know them. You gonna know the lyrics.
Like
It's
how
gonna
many
probably be-
times? How many times you want to hear "Who Want the Smoke," dog? Like, oh, it's like,
fucking Nardo Wick, bro.
bro.
That shit's so fucking
Don't get
annoying,
me
bro.
wrong. Like, it's a good song.
Yes,
I
yes.
rock
But
with it, but
over
like.
and over, yeah.
At the hookah bar, how bro be like, bro,
Bro,
brother,
the
can
same-
you,
bro,
can
oh
you
my
play
God,
Who
that's
Want the
crazy.
Smoke?
Wait,
Hey,
bro,
I'm
just
like,
like that,
shut
bro.
your ass
He
up,
just wanna hear
dog.
that and fucking Finito,
Bro,
Oh my
yes, I'm
God.
like, no,
Fuck
like,
outta me,
let me
bro.
do my thing, bro. Like,
Right, bro. You don't understand how this mixing work. You wanna...
I'm like, man,
shit
we
be
got a
crazy,
whole
bro.
different vibe. Like, Shorty's right here singing. Like, I forgot I had some Afro beats going, and like 3 tables were just vibing and shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? They were like, bro was like looking at Shorty's eyes, like he was like, I'm like, damn, he finna fuck. I'm like, I just curated this shit, bro. And bro's like, brother, can you play Finito? I'm like, bro, no,
no,
dog,
he
like,
said,
fuck outta here.
brother.
Like, bro, like, I'm gonna play that shit like at the end, bro. Like, you gotta work your way up to the bangers, bro. The bangers are for like later, dog. Like,
Yeah.
don't let me like walk in, bro. I barely got a drink, and you come up to me on some request, dog. Like, don't get me wrong. How do you feel about requests?
Bro.
They're DJs, by the way. Check them out.
It depends. Like, sometimes I'll be, like, hearing good input. Because, like, sometimes people be coming with good requests. I'm like, okay. That's a good request. That's a good request. But like sometimes people be like want to change the whole vibe. Like I'm playing G Herbo Future NBA YoungBoy. Why are you coming to ask me to play an EDM song, bro? Like it does not match the vibe. Like read the room. Like no, I'm not playing that shit, bro. Go listen to that shit in the car.
Yeah, bro.
You'll kick them
I be
out.
like, I be like trying to tell my
Listen
OG
to the
and shit too. And
Get
I
out
be
of
like,
here.
why don't you just play like the songs that people ask you to? I'm like, cause I'm out of boombox, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
imagine I was
$40
playing every song that
Exactly.
everyone wanted
For
me
the
to play,
dollar.
bro. Like sometimes when I'm like really blue, I just echo that bitch out and I like stop the song and I play it and I like go to the bathroom, like listen to your fucking song and shut the fuck up, bro. Like
Nah.
blowing me.
Don't get mad at the DJ. Don't make the DJ mad. How
It's
about
like
that?
I don't know. Like, do you guys ever like go out and be like tell the DJ to put a song or you just let him do his thing?
Nah, pretty much.
Oh,
You
shit.
play a thing.
Are we wrapping it up?
Yeah, we wrapping it up, y'all. But to leave where we left, yeah, the cameras. But nah, what I tell the DJ is get the fuck off the booth. Let me do it. Nah.
Do your thing. That's me.
Then I'd play some bullshit on there, play some waltz music and some shit. Nah, but yeah, no, I would never fuck up the DJ's craft because it's just like MCing. That's one of the fundamentals of hip hop and just music in general is to actually spin on the table and shit. So when somebody comes up to them, hey, bro, play this, man. You corny as hell. Get out of here.
Right.
Like, you know,
Corn dog.
you corn dog. Or you a carnival. Like, get
I
out.
gotta understand, like he say, I'll play that last if that's cool. Oh,
Exactly.
As long as you
Like-
play it, I'll be here.
I don't mean to drag this on, but like a drink costs like $10. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
A drink for you is $10. Like you gotta throw me some bread, bro. You want to change the whole vibe of this room? There's at least like 20, 40, 50, 60 people in here.
Mhm.
You want me to play one song for you that ain't doing dick for me? No hoes,
bro.
not even dancing. Just here with like fucking 8 other dudes and shit, just
Yeah.
chopping it up. Like fuck you.
I got your
you.
boombox right here, pay me.
Yeah, bro. Like
exactly.
suck my balls, bro. I'm not playing this shit, dog.
But
Fuck
yeah,
out of here.
that being said, if you want a fucking request, pay me.
Yeah, do that. If you want to
pay
request,
the
pay.
DJ or pay or make a good request.
Right.
There's good requests and there's bad requests. But yeah.
Read the room.
For sure.
I got a nickel for you if you play this. That's gonna get me somewhere.
Or a drink, low key, I'll take a drink. If you give me a drink, I'll play your song.
What if it's bad, watered down liquor?
Shit, I'm taking it.
You
bro.
said I'll take
Oh,
it.
man.
Try to get through the
I'm
shift.
just chugging it.
I feel. Okay, for sure. Well, we definitely talked our ish, y'all. Y'all check him out. I'm gonna run through their social media, starting with my
Chief
boy.
Cairo, at Chief Cairo.
Talking to Mike, what are you doing?
My fault. At Chief Cairo.
Get out. Nah,
On
I'm playing.
Instagram, Snapchat, Chief Cairo. Fuck with your boy.
Chief Cairo, Kels.
Kels.
Oh shit.
Damn,
my
what
bad.
you
I'm
doing?
finna say no.
Now you
Go
get
ahead.
out. Take him with you.
I'm
Go,
finna say-
go
All right,
ahead.
go ahead.
Yeah,
All
no,
right.
might as well go
Shit.
ahead. Go ahead.
Shit, you already know it's your boy Eric Tudo, DJ Tudo. Follow me on the gram, ERICK_TOO _DOPE. Should I be dropping mixes? I'm trying to be on Twitch, TikTok, trying to lock in on that. Yeah, shit. Hit me up.
For sure. Trying to get on there with the stream sluts on Twitch. No,
For real.
he said for real. Cut that out. Nah. Go ahead.
IG Kelc, that's KELC 2_P. Pop taking a little break on the music, you know, till everything get ready again. But real estate LLC's business, that's me.
For sure. So we got a full panel today, y'all. Y'all like, share, subscribe. Definitely hit the TMIP internet stuff. I'm going to catch y'all later. They going to catch you later. Peace.